Cheryl, it's all about having presence of mind, even in the situation like a disaster that Mother Nature has brought to this area here, the Ranch View area. We talked about it yesterday in Naperville, one of the hardest hit areas. Mother Nature does its thing, and then human nature sometimes comes in and does its thing. People have to be on the lookout here to be able to ensure they make the right decisions about how they recover from all this. Just a few moments ago, I talked to an adjuster from one of the big companies who said off camera he still has some 50 calls to make tonight to talk to people about what the damage is that they've suffered and that they should not rush into any contracts anytime soon. Wood chippers everywhere as residents of Naperville's Cinnamon Creek search for the salvageable from the detritus, the aftermath of a storm that hit these suburbs hard. Now residents are warned not to take quick decisions about who will help them get back to normal.
We heard the news, we showed up the next morning, and right now we're just trying to make an impact and just show that we're here to help. You know, we're not here to compete. We want to show that we can do the right things insurance is looking for. Insurance
adjusters and contractors have visited hundreds of homes, all as the state attorney general warns residents to be on the alert for scammers looking to exploit homeowners and business owners.
As we are rebuilding our houses and we're rebuilding our homes, I would like to offer that kind of the comforting and the reassurance to some of the residents out here to kind of follow a couple steps.
Sadat knows how these people feel, as she and her family lost virtually everything in a house fire earlier this year. She says Kwame Raoul's warning is helpful.
There's just so many people that are coming to doors and door knocking and getting people pushed into signing contracts. That's a huge push that I've been noticing around here with our neighbors. They're telling them that they have 1 day or 2 days to do a turnaround on their contracts, and that's simply not true.
But there's a certain urgency when someone literally has no roof over their head to get things done now. Nevertheless, storm victims should ensure contractors are licensed to solicit in their area and proceed cautiously.
I don't know how many people out here aren't sincere with their companies. I'm hoping it's very slim, but it's always potential that companies are not licensed, registered, or bonded in your area. That's going to prolong the experience of getting your home restored.
And we're back live right now, and again, you take a look at the level of damage here. Hopefully the pictures convey just how destructive the powerful forces of Mother Nature were. This again is the Patel family residence. It was destroyed. Other houses right beside it still standing with just a few broken windows. Can give you a quick update on the medical condition of the folks who were living here. 68 and 69-year-old Savita and Arvind Patel. The husband in this situation, Arvind, has recovered. He's walking now. He's getting out of the hospital. His wife still in hospital with some serious injuries tonight.
Hey, if you like that video, be sure to subscribe to our ABC7 Chicago YouTube channel.